Mission Karmayogi is a national program for civil services capacity building aimed to reform Indian bureaucracy. Envisaged by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the mission is launched with a view to create a highly efficient civil service that will contribute more towards the development of the country. The institutional framework of the mission has been designed by the Department of Personnel and Training under the guidance of Honorable Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh. In India, there are 20 million bureaucrats touching the lives of the citizens on a day-to-day basis. Civil servants play one of the most crucial roles in formulating the public policies as well as their execution. They are the backbone of our country. A lot of expectations of the nation are attached with the performance of these civil servants, who come from different background, environment, capabilities, and discharge various duties assigned to them. Mission Karmayogi was envisaged to transform the HR management system for civil servants from rule-based to role-based, in totality and in developing suitable competency. This has also led to the development of a competency-based human resource in governance for civil servants. Competencies have been defined in many ways. However, the most practical and an easy way to understand is that competencies are those underlying characteristics of an individual which can result in effective and superior job performance or a role. The new competency-based model under Mission Karmayogi provides an opportunity for central training institutes like ours to design competency-based training for the Indian civil service. There are 30 competencies which have been categorized into 5 main broad categories. They are ethos, ethics, equity, efficiency, and productivity. Each competency has definition and its proficiency level, and each proficiency level has behavioral indicators which are objective, measurable, and are required for various positions in the ministries and departments. Prime objective of the competency-based training is to stimulate the inner strength and capabilities and also to improve the functional competencies of individual officers. Under the first competency, ethos, today we will talk about organizational awareness. Organizational awareness, as the name suggests, is knowing and understanding different components of an organization. For instance, knowing its political, social, and economical issues. If you are aware of various aspects of an organization for which you work for, you will be in a better position to deliver the desired result. It is inevitable to say that in the present scenario, we all have multiple new challenges. Moreover, in times of growing opportunities, digital advancement, and IT literate workforce, having a unique framework is a must. In order to shape a fit and future government official, it is important to design and develop a framework of roles, activities, and competency model. It is therefore the concept of Mission Karmayogi came into being. Let's have a look at the important aspect of organizational awareness. To begin with, there should be an impetus on developing general and specialist skills. This means that there are certain skill sets that are essential to develop and enhance capability of government servants that will help the organization to attain transformational results. Skill sets such as communication, analytical skills, research, flexibility, adaptability, interpersonal abilities, decision making, leadership, management skills, creativity, innovations, and IT skills specific to the organizations are therefore considered important. To break it down further, think that you are at a place where there are people from different walks of life, but the one with the good communication skills always stands out. Similarly, to bring a transformational change in a specific domain, a government servant has to continuously work on honing writing and speaking skills. A good communication skills also helps generate a better flow of instructions and feedback mechanism, analytical and research skills. So, to better analyze a situation, a government servant should look into all possible scenarios, carry out all necessary research, and should be trained. To be different from others, one has to be analytical and have strong research skills. Also, innovative thoughts and ideas by the civil servant serve as a great advantage to the organization. Flexibility, adaptability. All organizations aspire to have an employee who is flexible and has an ability to manage multiple assignments at the same time. Government officials having willingness to work under a multitude of changing circumstances is highly sought after. Being able to adapt from one working environment to the next or from one type of assignment to another is a big advantage. Interpersonal abilities. An ability to build relationships with others under any circumstances and inspire them to do what needs to be done is an essential requirement of any organization. Decision making. A good, timely, and strong decision can help an officer achieve the desired organizational goal. To be a league above the rest, the government servant has to identify problems, review related details, evaluate options, and implement solutions. The ability to solve complex problems will set an individual apart. Leadership and management skills. One of the powerful traits of a good leader is to have the ability to manage people. A leader is considered efficient only when they manage each and every person in a way their progress is not hindered. Creativity and innovation. Now we all want transformational results in whatever we do. However, by adopting creative and innovative ways to find solutions to problems and improving such workflow, outcomes are possible. Computer and electronic skills. So the advancement of technology has mandated that everyone nowadays require a basic understanding of computers and electronics. A good government officer should be able to make good use of applications to produce quality correspondence and presentations. Also, it helps to finish the work at a faster pace. There are some skill sets which are specific to the organization. We know that each organization has its own unique and specific domain which requires specific skill set. Honing and performing them in a judicious manner can help achieve target and organizational goals. One of the major objectives of a government servant is to ensure that all subordinates working under them or with them put in their best effort. For this, they have to focus on some of the aspects. Let's find out what are they. Building license or networks. To get any work done in less time with minimum investment and in a proficient manner, a good leader's priority should be to build a good network and identify the best person to do the job. Being a government servant, one should be trained on the methods to make alliances and partnerships. Creating an inclusive environment. Work becomes all the more enjoyable when an employee is given a conducive environment. Also, in such an ambience, subordinates can thrive, thereby making enhanced productivity. Achieving organizational goals. So, to achieve organization goals and targets, a government servant should set the priorities right, and all the team members should be determined to achieve best results. It requires a team effort to get flawless outcomes anyway. A government servant must have a proper understanding in recognizing the importance of the performance plan in achieving results. Then they must align a personal and team performance plan effectively with the goal of the organization. It is important to identify methods to track individual or team performance. Identifying, building, and promoting talent is equally important in an organization. The next aspect to achieve organizational goal is to build effective risk culture. In order to make an organization grow and to realize its full potential, risk-taking becomes essential. Managing the risk that may have negative impact ensures stability and continued growth. Therefore, a government servant should be able to recognize the importance of managing risk effectively. Then they should also collaborate and share information to manage risk. Use best practices to build a powerful risk culture. The next facet is addressing poor performance. A good leader should address and minimize chronic performance problems on subordinates' productivity and profitability. They should be effectively able to address poor performance in a firm, fair, and consistent manner. They should provide problem performers with a clear understanding of what they must do to improve or the consequences of failing to do so. Being a leader, one should encourage subordinates to take ownership of the work assigned and make them accountable for improving the work performance. The next aspect is data-driven decision making. Now, to accelerate actions within the organization, a good leader should collect and analyze information. They should learn about decision making in transformation oriented organization cultures and devise methods to effectively collect and analyze information. Also, one should be aware of how to propose, evaluate, and select alternative courses of action. And finally, be prepared to confidently decide and accelerate action. A government servant should have leadership and management skills. They should know the art of leading the team from the front and in an effective manner. Also, they must acknowledge every member's problem and treat all in a similar manner. Last but not the least, a government servant must foster innovative and use modern training aids. They must have the ability to think differently and must be able to convey the ideas to superior and team in a clear and a concise manner. A good leader should build upon robust, innovative ideas that many consider perspective and add value to the organization. By being aware of all the elements in the team and being able to recognize the surrounding patterns, a government servant can be organizationally aware and build upon the required capabilities. The content is curated with the help of the paper authored by Air Commodore Rajesh Bhandari under the guidance of IIPA faculty, Professor Suresh Mishra. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.